So this week we are going to learn about events, and pretty much everything that you do at a website involves some type of event, and you just need to basically figure out if you want to recognize it or not. I mean, every time I move the mouse, I'm actually generating an event. So you're going to learn all about events, and you're actually going to learn the best practice methods of listening for and handling events. So read through the chapter first, and then you're going to go through the key concepts. So basically, I go over the 3 ways of handling events. And so far in the 180 class and up until now, we've pretty much been using the first method, which is not the best. Okay, the second and third method are better, and I actually prefer the third method. So you will be learning how to use the second and third method to listen for events and to handle them. Okay, and so we start by kind of giving you an overview of the event process and talk about the old way that we used to handle them and then the new ways that we're going to handle them. And there's a ton of examples in here. Okay, so they're all interactive. And if you want to go to a different page and kind of isolate the code, you can do that as well. Please walk through all of this. It is helpful if you guys watch the videos. The videos actually work through and explain what the code is doing. Okay, so for those of you that get a little more confused by code, the videos are really going to help. So make sure you watch those. And you will kind of walk through all of this, walk through the examples, watch the videos, do the interactive exercises. And then once you're done, you're going to come back over here and you're going to work on the assignment. So we set up our structure first. And the very first exercise, we are converting the HTML event attributes into DOM event handlers and listeners. And so there's a bunch of files that you have to download. Okay, and then you're going to need to do the conversion. It will be immensely helpful for you guys to watch the video because I actually walk through the conversion on a very similar page. I mean, obviously, I can't do it on the Windchill page. That's not much of an assignment if I show you how to do everything. So yeah, I'm actually walking through the process on a similar page. You're definitely going to want to watch that because it will help you do this correctly. Then you are going to convert the Windchill function itself to an anonymous function. So you're just going to basically change that JavaScript code and make it anonymous. And if you did read through the lecture demo, you will know what that is. So make sure you look at the lecture notes because it's all explained in there. Then you are going to be working with DOM events and properties. Again, there is a video explanation of what you'd need to do. I also have an example. And let me shrink this down a little bit. So you're going to be creating something similar, and you'll notice that the X and Y coordinate are being filled in. And then you can see we can make him dance, but he actually looks a little spastic. So we're going to make him stop. Poor Zeppo is not a very good dancer. But you're going to be doing something very similar. And you can basically choose whatever background you want, whatever graphic. For the graphic of your subject, whatever you're going to have move around, it does work better if it's a PNG file, PNG, with a transparent background. And if you need help with that, just ask, because I have software that can convert things to PNG and I can make the backgrounds transparent. This last exercise basically is giving you a little more practice with the browser object. Events and properties. So 2 window object methods, 1 location object method, and so on. And quite often people put this all in the same page. They just have different sections where they're displaying it. And I actually have a lot of examples in different pages. So what you're probably going to want to do is combine these into a single page. Okay, but if you have more than 1 page, it's okay. You just need to link them into your assignment page. Okay, so you will be working through this. If you run into problems, remember, press F12 because that will open up the console. And I have to do FN with F12 because I'm on my laptop, but it will open up the console. And if you hit the console button, it will show you errors. And typically there will be a link so you can actually go to the line in the code that's creating the problem. Okay, so that's your first step in error solving or problem solving. And if you can't figure it out, just make sure it's online. Send me a link and I can take a look at it. Have a great week and try to have fun with this because this is really getting into interactive programming for the client side. So have fun. After you finish all the assignments, do not forget there is a short paper with the pros and cons of JavaScript as well. So if we go in here, this is going to be a little research paper. This addresses one of our outcomes for general education, critical thinking. And I did give you guys a little document here that you can download. Hopefully this will help you when you are doing your research. Okay, so pros and cons of JavaScript. So I kind of gave you some pointed questions that you can look for when you are doing your research. And then you are going to need to cite your sources. So this kind of shows you where you can get that citation information. So you're going to put it into a little short report. I'm going to emphasize short because it should only be 1 to 2 pages summarizing the results. And you need at least 3 references. Okay, so short paper. Okay, and then finally, there is some extra credit that you can get on your first test. Okay, so these would be questions that majority of people miss. And if you come in here, I've got a couple different formats that you can download and you can submit for up to 5 points. So if you download the PDF, obviously you cannot edit that, but you can just submit your answers directly into the Dropbox. Okay, so this is extra credit, so obviously you do not have to do it, totally optional. Okay, but the assignment and the paper are required. So let me know if you have any questions or if you run into problems, and have a great week.